Without trust, words become the hollow sound of a wooden gong. With trust, words become life itself. John Harold. Trust is what matters most in any relationship. It is the one non-negotiable. When I was a boy in Michigan, my dad worked at a General Motors plant. The factory occasionally closed to retool or because car sales were slow, so my dad had a second job of roofing and installing siding on houses. Sometimes he let me help him, and I loved being with him. One December, when we were working on a home, a man came by and asked my dad to do a lot of work for him on some rental houses. I was shocked when I overheard Dad tell him, "No, I won't be available." When the man walked away, I asked Dad, "Why are you turning down such a good thing? It's almost Christmas. The money sure would help." I wanted some nice presents. I remember his reply like it was this morning. Dad looked at me and said, "Son, I can work with somebody I don't like, but I refuse to work with somebody I don't trust. And I don't trust that man." "But what about Christmas? What about the money?" He smiled at me and said, "We don't need the money that bad." In the years since that conversation, I have thought of his reply many times. In essence, he was saying that he was willing to overlook personality conflicts and any other cause of disagreements as long as the person is fundamentally trustworthy. In every interaction, we consciously or intuitively determine if we can trust the other person. That determination may not be very important if the other person is selling us a pack of chewing gum, but it is vitally important in life's crucial moments. My good friend James Boone is a physician who excels in working with elderly patients. One Friday afternoon, a lady helped her father into the examination room and told James she was very upset because another doctor had prescribed a lot of medicines that had caused her father to become confused and sometimes incoherent. In the past few days, the elderly man's condition had deteriorated. Then she pleaded, "Dr. Boone, please help him. I just don't know what to do." James's medical competence is matched by his compassion. He realized the problem was that the elderly man was over-medicated, and he was confident that a change in medication would help tremendously. He could have simply told the woman his diagnosis, but James cared for the daughter's heart as much as for the man's body. He put his hand on his shoulder, looked into her eyes, and told her, "I'm going to change your father's medications. I promise you that this change will greatly help him. Trust me, your dad will be much better by Monday." James could see two distinctly different problems in that examination room: the elderly man's physical health and the daughter's pain and confusion. One was resolved by proper medical attention, but the other could only be remedied with the most important element in any relationship: trust. His competence and care, communicated by his professional service and his compassion, invited this woman to trust him. And she did. She walked out the door that afternoon with the weight of the world lifted from her shoulders because she trusted James's assurances about her dear father.